streaming. Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Midnight, and welcome to a new Stardew Valley streaming for this Sunday. I don't know why YouTube keeps making me log in my own account to see my own chat of the game, and I'm really sorry for doing this in the middle of the live stream. I prepared everything else to not be doing this technical stuff, and well, technology always finds one more. I don't get why YouTube is being like that lately, and it's very annoying because literally I'm the only person that uses my computer. Sorry about that little hiccups. I had to verify that it was me trying to access my own account. Thank you, whomever left the like. Welcome to Mrs. Midnight, and you should say hi to me so I can say hi to you back. So is it just me, or does anybody else have a love-hate relationship with technology? I mean, don't get me wrong, I couldn't be more grateful that technology exists, because if it wasn't for it, Mr. Midnight and I would have never even known of each other. But geez. Cacao! Cacao, welcome to the streaming. Oh, sorry, I got the hiccups. How are you? I'm doing good, just fighting with technology as always. How are you? Let's see. Since Cacao is with us on the horizontal streaming, we officially need to start playing. Because I mean, Cacao is my friend and she's patient with me in this sense, but I'm very well aware that if anybody enters just for the game, they don't know me yet and what have you, they are gonna hate me because of how long I gossip sometimes before starting to play. Sometimes even my midnighters that have been around for a while will joke with me like, hey, what about some playing? Almost like, have you thought of it? I love my midnighters from both channels. And I'm preparing a video reaction, so expect it soon, because we are officially on the third volume of reacting to my midnighters content. But apparently Ghost is visiting us in Stardew Valley. Let's see, because I have messages on the horizontal streaming. You're welcome to message here too, by the way. I'm checking the two chats constantly. Bara, how are you? Hey, how about we play a little bit? Maybe I'll think about it. You say it jokingly, but it's an anecdote. Let me check the horizontal chat real quick. Feel like that exhausted. Maybe after getting some food into my system, I feel better. Surely, if you haven't eaten in a considerable amount of hours, you need food and you need water. Speaking of which, cheers! Even though I already had a yogurt with chia seeds and berries, and thanks to you, now I'm craving for one. Yummy. And more berries after that. Oof. What's your favorite kind of berry? I'm a sucker for raspberries. Mm. Pratisha. Beautiful name. Hi, Pratisha. Welcome to the streaming. Let's see. Gus is visiting us, and he says, good morning. Ah, what a beautiful day, huh? You know, as the saloon owner, I hear about everything that's going on in town. I remember when you first moved here, everyone was unsure of what to expect. I'm sure in real life too. Stranger from the city, an unknown personality. One sec. He's mixing his salsa. How adorable. Sorry, I have to stir this pot every 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, what I was saying, oh, yeah, it's like when you're making a sauce. If you put in a new spice, you could ruin everything. His sauce is on fire, and his white eyes like plates are the best. But then again, there's always a chance to create something new and delicious, right? Hey, that's a very cute analogy. And I get what he means. Like in real life, a new person in your life can sometimes feel disruptive, like what if we don't get along and what have you, but hey, maybe you get a very nice new friend. which has happened to me for all my friends that they know who they are. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Welcome. Raspberries, my favorites too, or blueberries. Yes. Here we plant yellow blueberries. I have never tried those. Oh, you need to send some to Ohio, Bara. Yummy. Are they sweeter, more sour than the blue? How do they taste like? But anyways, I think that the best berry in the world is banana. Yes, bananas are very tasty. We like them in the house. But for me, it would be raspberries, then blackberries. No, raspberries, cherries, blackberries, then and then the rest of the fruits, like very close to each other on the berry side of things. And I will never get over the fact that pineapple is a berry. That giant thing is a berry. Oh, raspberries are delicious. I don't think I have a fave though. Oh, so you like them all equally, cacao? I get it too. I get it too. There are types of food that are like that. It's like with sushi. I do have some that I order more often: salmon, salmon skin, crab. But I like all of them because. Don't you love my very solid argument? Because they are much more sweeter than the blueberries and they are not sour. Interesting. Maybe mixed together would be tasty, like the sour with the blue and the sweet with the yellow. Thanks to my midnighters, I'm getting hungry. Yes, all the berries are loved equally. Good. Love to all the berries. See what else Gus says. My character is like, huh? What do you mean? But well, my character didn't get the analogy, but I did. What I'm trying to say is, it's been great having you in town, and I've come to think of you as one of my good friends. Oh, I love ghosts. And my character at least understood that. Anyway, I came to give you something. I was cleaning on the back of my room and I found this old mini jukebox. I want you to have it. Oh, I wonder. I'm gonna try to whisper this as low as I can, but do you guys think that a jukebox would be a good present for Mr. Midnight? I mean, I don't know how much they cost. But that got me thinking because even I got excited and I'm not even gonna get a real one. It's one for the game. And it's pretty. It's blue. Received a mini jukebox. Yay! Let's see the chat. The bad thing is that the bush that we planted took 9 years to give fruit. It's a bush that grows like 5 centimeters per year. So you have to be very patient. No, I get it. Plants are like that, but it's worth it because eating something from your garden, from your home that you harvested and planted before that and what have you is very special. It's not only tasty, it's genuinely enriching. So it's worth it. Bara, you need to either invite Mr. Midnight Junior, and I to your house to try those yellow blackberries or blueberries, or you have to come to Ohio. One of the two. Sevi Telrich says, "God, I love Mexican women." And thank you. Hope you're having a good day. See what else Ghost is saying. So just in case you wanted to make more, I brought the blueprints for you. Oh, more jukeboxes. Learn how to craft a mini jukebox. Yay! Well, I'm gonna head home. I gotta get this marinara back on the stove. Have a good one. Before it catches flames again, although I don't understand how could it catch on flames when he did not have it on anything hot. Was it like the spice, maybe? You're perfect, thank you. Does Mexico have a lot of Irish ascendants? Mm, you got me thinking, but I'm not sure. I'm sure there must be some Irish inheritance, but usually it would be more from Spain, you know? But then again, Nowadays, it's extremely unlikely for any type of blood or any ethnicity to not have a mixture of blood. So I would say anything is possible. Maybe put the jukebox inside in the meantime because at this moment, I paid Robin to make the first house increase. So in 3 days in the game, we are gonna have a kitchen and more space for our new fridge, our new jukebox. But at this moment, we do not see. Here with a here you will always be welcome. Be welcome. Thank you, Bara. In my house, we have a lot of plants and different type of fruits. Right now, we only have in harvest times blueberries and raspberries all the year. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. And thank you so much, Bara. You know that midnighters are always welcome here too, but that's very sweet. Many Irish abandoned the US Army during the war between Mexico and USA. You're right. You're right. Need to Gauta. Hi, welcome back. How are you? Those emojis are cute. The green little monster looks like Hulk, but lovely. Like to you. See. I think the melons in the garden are ready. Yes, and they look very cute. Let's see their value. Oh wow, those are expensive. I wanna eat one just for the hell of it because I can, but the other ones we are going to sell. Oh no! I accidentally killed one of my plants. Let's grab the milk. Failed. So if I click accidentally, I don't kill plants. I hate when that happens. What? Okay. Let's grab now the watering can. I think I wanna build a couple more sprinklers. So bear with me because I wanna grab some iron and what else? Cooper bars. That I think is what you need. Grab the gold just in case, but I think that one is actually not necessary. Yeah, no, it's refined quartz that you need for the quality one, but I don't have at the moment. So let's make 4 regular sprinklers. And let's see, put one there. I know it doesn't look as good in that part, but I'm more worried about the well-being of my plants than the appearance of the house, to be honest. Not that the second doesn't matter, but the first one matters more. And I think it's good for one to be in the middle. And for now, let's put this one here. Need be will make more. And I think we need to get more seeds or check if we still have a couple in the chests. And I have no idea how many sprinklers is a reasonable amount to have in this game and what have you, but honestly, it wouldn't be bad to have enough for the plants to water themselves. Well, not the plants to water themselves, but for them to get watered automatic. Not that it takes hours, but it does take a minute. Skip water to break before visiting the other animals. See here. I know a lot about your story or history. Nice, Ibai. Do you like history in general or Mexican history in particular or what kind? Niga to Gauta, thank you for the emojis. Are redhead people common in Mexico? Not common particularly, but there are. There certainly are. If you want, I will send you photos by Discord of how they look like and the bush. Yes, yes, I want to see. And honestly, that could even appear in a video reaction if you want. But if you want them to appear in video reaction, send them in private message, either Discord or Facebook, but private, because I get lost in the massive chat. Okay, I'll do some cooking in the background, but I'll check in from time to time. What are you gonna cook, Cacao? Make me crave more. Gonna have some simple spaghetti with bolognese sauce. Oh my god, okay. I need something stronger than water to calm my cravings officially. Mm. Midnighters, by the way, fair warning, I didn't realize my battery was low. It's 20%. In about an hour or so, we might have to switch entirely to the horizontal streaming. Just so you know, but we still have a little while still here. Let's see how the cows are doing. And as you can see, Barra and Cacao, I have been doing some work in tidying up the farm, but I still have a long way to go. Still a lot of mess. But I'm trying to keep up with it a little better because you did get me thinking that my farm was rather messy. The white eggs are cute. They are tiny. Oh, how Lucha looks grumpy. Oh, because I don't have food. Okay. Mr. Midnight once saw that while I was playing. I think not on streaming, if I remember right. I'm sorry, chickens. They are all angry. And he even scolded me. I mean, not in a bad way, but like, you're starving them. And I'm like, not on purpose. It's not my fault that they eat like professional obese. I think we got an iridium quality egg. Okay, the cows are happy. See, the cows need to be fed too, and they don't get mad at me. But jokes aside, we need to get rid of some things. Let's get rid of the acorn, I guess, to get hay. Okay, everybody's fed, everybody has water, nobody has to be angry at me for any reason. You can stop hating me. I mean, I get that it's normal for animals to get grumpy if they don't have food. I mean, let's face it, even humans do. But it does impress me that in a matter of less than 24 hours, you know, if for example you fed them last afternoon and in the morning you haven't, they potentially can be grumpy. Mr. Midnight is listening to a vinyl that has a couple of pretty cool covers from Amy Winehouse. So, Midnighters, because I think I mentioned this when there was no one in the chat yet, I officially am in a relationship with Elliot, and we are one heart away from having the 10 hearts with him. So, for the ones that have played Stardew Valley before, you know what that means. Clear out all these so it's a little easier to see what we are doing with the trees. But I think before continuing to cut trees, we need to go to the wooden box to leave some of the things that we have gotten because our inventory is full already. I want the last improvement of the backpack. Want to have not unlimited space, but 10 more slots to sound like they would help. So, so let's see. Oh, I wanted to try one of the melons just for the hell of it because it's pretty and I harvested it. What I love is that my character eats things in one bite, no matter what they are. That's pretty impressive. I could never do that in real life. I'm gonna keep the chanterelle because that restores. Oh no, not all the blueberries. Skip about five because who is it? Luis likes them. So the eggies. And I wanna take my golden bars and what have you back into the house so they are not occupying space. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Something happened with the connection. I got a message of connecting again, and I think we are back. But whatever that hiccups was, sorry for it. So we need to make more golden bars to be able to make more sprinklers. Which means that we are going to need to go to the mine at one point. But I need to refresh my memory with the tasks at hand. Oof, we have today to slay bats. So you know what? Instead of the foraging that we were gonna do in the house today, I think we are gonna have to go to the mine. I mean, I find it unlikely that we are gonna slay 50 bats in one day, but it's worth a try, at least because I like the character of Clint, and we have failed in more than one mission with him, and that's bad for the friendship points. I'm gonna have to stop him on presents to compensate, but I don't even know if the game allows that entirely, because that sounds rather overcompensating. Think it's for from floor like 40 on that bats appear in this game. I They went grocery shopping for me, or well, they went harvesting for me without me, and they already got the majority of the yellow ones. I only found one that was eaten by birds. Oh my god! But do they harvest for everybody, or whomever harvests them keeps them? What's the rule? I hope that one way or the other you'll get a couple. Okay, it's getting hazy. That's actually good. That means bats are coming. And several of them, because that haze is like a warning. Keep coming, bats. I have something that you're going to like. No, not really. Monster Slayer goal complete. See yield for your reward. Okay. Okay, at least we completed a goal. Ah! Give me a second because I dropped the phone accidentally. Bear with me, please, Midnighters. I think I need to reposition the screen of the game because it's a bit of an unpractical place. Okay. The rule is usually whoever collects it eats it. And apparently, my parents or siblings outwon me. No, you should send either of them a text like, hey, can you save me at least five or like a handful? I'm gonna. Oh, I already read that message from Cacao, but if anybody else was wondering, Cacao made me crave for an spaghetti with bolognese sauce. And honestly, not to show off, but Mr. Midnight makes a really tasty one. Still need to reposition screens. Sorry about all the movement indicators, but it's just that I'm not seeing the screen of the game very well like this. Let's see here. The logistics of the screens on streamings are challenging sometimes to say the least, but I think we got it a bit better this time, although I need to get a bit closer to the table to be able to rest all my arm while I move the mouse. And before we leave here, we need to get the Cooper bars or Cooper ores. Okay, accidentally clicked out of the game screen. There we go. I also want the iron ones because you never know. Okay, the onions are chopped and ready for frying. Yummy. Garlic and onion are great ingredients for pasta. So then again, I eat garlic like it was fun. Sometimes I even just fry it or boil it and eat it as it is. For someone so obsessed with vampires, I eat a lot of garlic. Oh, that's a fly! So annoying. Let's take the stairs. We need more bats. I kill the slimes because they will follow you no matter how much you evade them, and they are a pain in the ass. Because some of them, I think, like this one, can poison you. And that's problematic to say the least. So we need to throw something away. Mr. Midnight just sneezed, but I wonder if he would hear me if I said bless you, unless I screamed like super loud because he has music. Oh, yes, I need that. Because I already unlocked where the dwarf is. I will show you when we leave the mine, but I haven't given him that dwarf scroll. Show you here in a minute is dwarf scroll number 2. I have given him 1 and 3 so far. My crush sat down in voice with me for emotional support. Oh, hold on. Oh, did I tell you I was able to upgrade my with a new graphics and new power supply your computer? That's so cool. My crush sat down with me in voice. Oh, hold on. For emotional support, and that was so sweet of him. That's very sweet of him. So things with your crush are going well, Cacao. Cheers to that. Makes me happy to see my midnighters happy. But seeing the contrast between the image quality of the webcam versus the one on the cell phone, I definitely need a new webcam for the computer. Out of curiosity, how many more bats do we need? 40. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, stupid slime. PC, yes, that's very cool, Cacao. Congratulations that you could upgrade it. Ooh, diamond? No, aquamarine. Let's see, what don't we need? That's kind of cool. Yes, even though my best friend is urging me to make sure he's deciding if he wants to date me or not, because we have been scoping things out for years now. And how do you feel about that, Cacao? Because personally, I would feel similarly to your friend, but for me, for you, I would say if you do not feel comfortable for with him taking so long, it is important to have a conversation, even if it could be a bit uncomfortable. But if it's not bothering you, maybe regardless of what people say, it's okay for you to let it be. So before advising anything, my question would be, how do you feel about things? Need my pickaxe. Yay, bat! Here, buddy, buddy. Have we? Yes, we did find stairs. It is such a great feeling to be able to upgrade graphic settings from the lowest to highest. Yes, no, totally. Well, I would have loved to have a decision from him sooner, but he just simply needs way more time than others, probably because of his autism. No, I get it, but all I can say about that is that valid as it can be to need more times because of autism or any other type of mental neurodivergence, there's a difference between needing more time and stalling indefinitely. So I would say that as long as you don't feel it's on the latter side of things, that's what matters. If you feel he actually still needs time for whatever reason, I think it's valid for you to give him as much time as you feel okay with. But the moment you don't feel okay with anymore, you feel that he's taking excessively long and what have you, it's not only valid, but sometimes also even necessary to set a boundary. And yes, Bara, I saw the pictures on notifications from Discord, but if I click on them right now, I will log out of the vertical stream. I will check them later on the day. Thank you for sending them. Let's go back to mining for a moment after the philosophical moment. See what the barrels and the boxes had to hide. Only rocks? I felt like Pearl from SpongeBob when Plankton exchanges places with Mr. Krabs and gives her $1 for her allowance, and she's like, "Just this? You hate me!" So I don't have her voice so well studied in English. In Spanish, can make her better. It's like, "Solo esto, tú me odias." Don't worry, you'll see it whenever you can. Yes. No, I promise I will when I get a chance. I just do not want to log out of the vertical streaming because I know how capricious genuinely YouTube can be. Yeah, I knew there was something special on that rock when I saw it. Let's walk away from the slime before. Okay, just realized I could have surrounded all the time. Damn it. Damn it, we are getting sleepy. We need to find the exit stairs. Ooh, buddy. Well, at least we tried. But yeah, it's 12 a.m. officially. We need to get our asses out of here because from 12 a.m. on, time always passes just as fast. It's not that it increases at the last hours, but it kind of feels as such. I'm tired of falling asleep on the street. Yes, get our asses out of the mine. I'll show you the dwarf tomorrow. Let me read messages or I'm gonna pause the game. Well, I told him to give him as much time as he needs because I want to make sure he's comfortable. I mean, we also have the discrepancy of him not liking physical touch and me needing it. Thus, we have an agreement. True. And how is that coming along? Because I know that you're not going to be asphyxiating him or suffocating him, but has he given some on his side? I mean, again, not all over each other 24/7, but maybe holding a hand, a hug here and there. Set D90. Hey, Mexicana with the Italian accent, we meet again. Hey, right, you were the one that thought I was Italian. How are you? Yes, it's very late in the game. I need to rush home like bad. I am allowed to get closer to him physically good in order for him to see if he can warm up to me with enough time, and we are making progress. That's great, Cacao. Wait, cheers. I'm very happy to hear that. Did we already, did we get Elliot already? Yes, yes, I will show you. here in a second. Oh, no, come on. Relationships. Elliot is our boyfriend. You see the word boyfriend, but also the bouquet symbol on top of his icon. So, yes, and we are 1 hour away to be able to give him the mermaid's amulet. That, for the ones that have played the game, you know what that amulet means. I mean, our first hug was initiated by him. Good. So, yeah, he definitely goes out of his comfort zone for me. That's very good. I mean, as long as there is progress, I think that's also what matters, because sometimes it's easy to get obsessed with the title of the relationship side of things, and it is important. You cannot have it undefined forever, but it's not all. And if one way or the other he is doing his side of things, I think in the end that's what matters. So that's good. Yay, boyfriend soon to be husband. Yes. Yes, Mr. Midnight. Mr. Midnight already gave me permission to do like in a video game, but just in a video game. I would never think of something like that in real life. Any Dubuka. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the streaming. I need to go because I need to go run errands. Have a good time. Goodbye. Bye, Barra. Thank you for being here. And I'll check out the picture later on. I'm not gonna go to sleep when I just woke up. Oh, right. The inventory is full. Okay. See now. Put the bat wings here. Unfortunately, we did not complete Clint's task, but let's see the mail. Dear farmer, Mrs. Midnight, I'd like to give my wife a star fruit for our anniversary. Are you growing any on your farm? If you brought me one, I'd be very grateful. Kent, I'm going to say yes because I think we do have one. I mean, I'm not growing any at the moment, but I think we bought one. No, no, damn it. Shouldn't have done that. I, oh well, we'll have to solve it somehow. Can you buy seeds for star fruits in your shop? I hope so, because I don't want to go to Joya Mart. Put the ores and those type of things in there. This fossil we need to take to Gunter. Let's take a look at how we are doing on precious stones. We need to save some jades. We can sell these aquamarines. And I think we can keep half the frozen tears so we can get some earnings. Oh, and we need to take this to the dwarf today. And we need to see the blacksmith. We have a lot of things to do today. So, dear star. Oh, I understand now why he gives her a star fruit, because he is in the military, he was in the war, and he wants to give her a symbol of that for the anniversary. It's actually rather sweet. It's almost giving her a part of him. We need to get a puffer fish, that those are from the sea, right? Oh, you know what? We have a couple more gold, Cooper bars, so let's go ahead and make a couple more sprinklers. And actually, since those two are ready, I'm gonna go ahead and uh-oh, make some more, but we need to exchange them with the blueberry so we can grab them. Oh, come on. Oh, here's one, here's the other. Let's get the sprinklers now. Yeah, I'm Batman. Hi, Batman. How are you? Nice to see you again. See now, where else do we need? Here, 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 and here. Eventually, I want everything surrounded, but for now, this will do. Because what I'm trying to do is automatize certain parts of the farming constant needs, like watering the plants. And yay, we have corn seeds. Think we harvested them all. Need a sprinkler there too, but we don't have the material for it yet. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, now they look fine. They are happy with us. Halucha has a long way to go before loving us because she is the newest one, but at least she's getting closer. Oh, and the inventory is full, so we need to sell a few things before continuing because the animals also give animal products and we cannot collect them yet. So the cereal, the half of the corn, actually all of it, because we have the chanterelle to feed in the mine if we were to need it. The rest for now needs to stay. Your house should be ready tomorrow. Yay! Tomorrow in the game we will have our house expansion ready. Yay! Yay, I'm excited. Because that took me a while since it cost 10,000 coins and 500 units of wood. The wood is not the problem. That one you get relatively fast. But the coins, that was it. It's like the challenging part. Forgot there was sap there, so we have one slot occupied. Combuscan is about to love us fully. Miltank looks really happy today. And let's milk it so she is even happier. Because actually, milking cows is not only because you get milk from it, but also because if you don't do it, it's bad for their health. Now we can actually milk her. We got some large milk, but guess what? The inventory is full again. So we need to do something about that. Cooperers stay, we are using them, the milk does sell. And I'm keeping the blueberries because the major likes them and I want to give him one. Sell this acorn. Later on, I need to take care of those trees that are next to the cows because I said I'm trying to clean up around my farm and it's being challenging to say the least. Oof, and I forgot to put hay in the hens chicken coop, so we need to go back now that the barn has the food replenished. Okay, let's eat one egg so we can free up space. We need energy anyway, so makes sense. And I have no doubt that it must be like that in farms, that you obviously have your produce to sell and what have you, but while you are working, it would be natural for you to eat an egg or a fruit or something. Okay, so first of all, let's go see if we can buy star fruit seeds, because if we can, we need to plant them today. And check how the hell long we have to get that before the quest expires with Kent. First, I wanna check on the seeds. Then I wanna check on the time for the quest. Hi, Pierre. Please tell me you have starfruit seeds, but doesn't seem like it. That really sucks. That's bad. Guess we're gonna get some more blueberries. Although, no, you know what? I want more melons because those sold expensive. Let's tell him the eggs, I guess, and the common mushrooms. Let's get 10 blueberry seeds. But okay, we are gonna have a little bit of a problem because, oh, no, not really, because it's for indefinite time. So, nah, it's not a problem. We can chill. We need 4,000 more units of gold, though, for improving the backpack. On Wednesdays, the shop is closed. Keep that in mind if you're going to need anything. Leah says I found some wild fruits this morning. Sorry, I don't have any left. Keep looking, I'm sure you'll find something. Alrighty, see what the board says. In 2 days, it's Sam's birthday. He likes Joja Cola that we already have. Loves, actually. I know it sounds like a lousy birthday present, like seriously, a can of soda for his birthday, but it's the item that he loves. It's not my fault. Buying one diamond at 3 times the market value. Please deliver it directly into my hands. Alex. All right, I can do that. I do have diamonds. So we accepted that one. We'll go to the house here in a minute, but I want to go to the blacksmith real quick because he closes at 4 to check my deals. Haley says, or is it Hallie? Did you see the last episode of Tears? I can't believe Kat and Amy broke up. I mean, in that I can get her. Usually I find her very diva-like, and I don't like her so much. But for example, getting so involved with the characters of a TV show that you actually hurt when they break up or they get hurt or what have you, I identify with that. At least in that, I can identify with her. And she also says, my parents had another postcard. I guess they're in the middle of a cruise down the Gemsey coast. Oh, they said me and Emily could join them at any point, but let's be honest, who wants to go on vacation with their parents? Wow, there I can get her too, because I know that in a good family where you get along well, it's beautiful. And don't get me wrong, I did have a few good vacations, but when dynamics get very toxic in any way, I get the feeling of I appreciate it, but I honestly would think twice. It's funny. In this game, you end up identifying with the characters that you would expect the least, with Haley and with Shane, in my case. Not in everything, but in a couple of things I admit I did. This game has a lot of potential for character analysis now that I think of it, but tell me, Midnighters, would you like that? Videos about analyzing characters of Stardew Valley? You know that the ones for Hogwarts Mystery are never gonna go away. But I also wanna do Sally Face, Rambo, Stardew Valley Baby. So tell me your thoughts. Pierre's Prime Produce. Hello there. For an upcoming promotion, I'm thinking of offering some high quality vegetables at a slight premium. Nowhere a thrifty shopkeep might find 25 gold star vegetables. That actually can be. And Robin's project of 80 hardwood can also be. So, what do you guys want? To accept the quest to get hardwood for Robin or to get, how many were they? 25 gold star vegetables for Pierre. Vegetables for Pierre or wood for Robin? What do you guys want? There's Alex, so at least we know where he's at, but we need to hurry up and get in here because closes in less than 2 hours. And we do have a couple geos. Ooh, I think that was a different mineral. We need to go with Gunter to the museum. We also found rock and what was that? Mudstone? Looks like a pile of shit, honestly. Stone. Okay. Oh, pirate. Okay, so we are done with geodes. We can also sell aquamarines. We need to take the pirate to the museum. We can sell the mudstones, so why not? We can sell the frozen tears. And this is a thunder egg. Huh. All right. So that would be it for now, unless how many? No, we don't have enough iron bars to upgrade anything since we are there. So let's go ahead and go to the museum. Donate to museum. That one here. That one there. Oh, right. Damn it. I have to donate this here first. Because, whatever you find that an artifact that can be donated here, the first time you find it, you should donate it to the museum before selling it or doing other things. But apparently we have more things. Oh, yes, this fossil. And you know what? Since now I realize you can move things, that prehistoric thing never belonged with the gemstones. So let's go take a look. I'm curious about the latest things that we have found. Was also checking if there were no new lost books. Found fossils are relatively common, but this happens to be a particularly well-preserved specimen. Nice! PC Jones! Hi, how are you? Hey, I'm editing the third video reaction for the channel, and guess whose comic is in that one? Dwarf Scroll number 2. A yellow scroll of parchment filled with dwarven script. This one is tied with a green ribbon. So we have the RGB. But besides the colors, I also put them like that because this is number 1, number 2 that I already showed you, and number 3. We are missing one more, and we also need another green one and two of the fourth, one for the museum and one for the dwarf. Obsidian, a volcanic glass that forms when lava cools rapidly. I like obsidian. It's a beautiful stone. Pyrite, commonly known as fool's gold. Fool's gold, it does look like gold. According to legend, any angry thunder spirits would throw these stones at one another. So according to legends, angry spirits throw eggs at each other. I mean, thunder eggs and whatever you want, but like vandalism in Halloween when you throw eggs at people's houses. Whoop whoop! Can't wait to see. Yes, I hope I can finish it. Hopefully today. If not today, hopefully tomorrow, because I do want to release that video reaction soon. I'd eat healthier food if I could afford it, says Pam. Hey, you probably have a lot of tasty food growing on your farm. Hmm? Well, I mean, I can give you some food, but my problem with Pam is that I don't think the problem is that she cannot afford food. I think the problem is that she buys alcohol first and food later. I mean, nothing wrong with liking to drink, but you really should not think first of alcohol and then of food. Because you can survive without alcohol, you cannot survive without food. But at any rate, Sam says, hey, how's it going? I'm hungry. See you later. Does he like blueberries? I'm not sure. If anybody knows if Sam likes blueberries, I'd love to know because I'd like to give him one, but I don't like to give presents to characters without knowing if they like them. because it can decrease the hearts. But I do see someone there that does like them. Thanks, this is great. You're very welcome. Gardening is a hobby of mine, so I'm excited for this warm weather. I can relate because this year and last we were late to plant things in the garden to harvest precisely because it took longer than expected for it to warm up, and in consequence we couldn't plant on the in the garden because whatever we put in there was gonna freeze into there. Have you ever thought of playing Pokemon on your channel? I think that'd be fun to watch. I actually did with Pokemon Shield, but I did not continue because honestly it did not do remotely as good as I thought. I know that Pokemon Sword and Shield are not the newest ones. I also would need to play a more upgraded version of Pokemon. Could you remind me which one is the latest Pokemon game that has come out? Because I do love Pokemon. I even have one tattooed on the wrist, but I, for the life of me, cannot remember the most recent game that's been released. Oh, we do have Starfruit seeds. That made me happy. And we have pumpkin seeds, but those are for autumn. But I would like to give another chance to Pokemon because maybe that Pokemon streaming of Shield that I did not do so well because of it being a little outdated at this point, and I do like the idea. So we need to put or to prepare the soil around the sprinkler. Have you heard the song I told you the last time? Remind me what song it was. I don't think I have just yet, but remind me, please. That's the problem of YouTuber life. I create a lot of entertainment content, but having time to consume it is a whole different matter. Okay, so for now, let's water these ones because since it's afternoon, they are not gonna get water automatically until tomorrow morning. And they take whatever days to grow, but if you don't water them, I'm sure that would influence negatively. Oh, Kiss Me on the Phone from Soul Boy. Great song. Oh no, I need to listen to it. I remember now that you did say it last streaming. Sorry. I'm sorry for not having done it yet. All right, the sauce is done now, and I'm waiting for my noodles. Yummy! Yummy! Hope they come out super tasty. You made me crave really bad for bolognese pasta. Pokemon X or Y Soldier, but a really great addition. I love the sixth generation. I think it was one of the first video games of Pokemon that I actually cried with because of the story of the giant looking character. Remember? Found it very sweet. The newest ones are Pokemon Legends CA and Pokemon Pokopia. And are they still versions or are they different formats of game? I mean, whichever, I would be open to play it, but just curious. Parade, a 2006 movie, shows a vision of society and is very interesting. What kind of vision, Batman? I'm curious. Oh, and I just remember that we need a diamond for Alex. I didn't see if the quest had an expiration date or what have you, but I just figured why wait, you know? These bars go here. We need more copper ores, but we do have iron ones, so let's go ahead and make some iron bars. Oh, I grabbed the fireplace accidentally. I think I now grabbed the painting accidentally. See the expiration time on Alex's quest. Okay, it's 2 days. And I imagine it's gonna have to be tomorrow that we deliver because it's late. It's 8:30 in the night, so oh well. But he's gonna pay us quite generously, 2,250. And I mean, I get getting 2,000 gold coins for a diamond. That's completely normal. But it really surprised me to get 3,000 for an omelette. Not complaining, but wow, what an expensive omelette. Well, basically it shows the reality of the modern society, modern Japanese society, okay. And what does it show about it? How is modern Japanese society portrayed in the movie? Politicians make promises that they cannot keep. Parents treat their children like an income source, and many other things. No, that with the parents is even worse than the politicians, because I personally would never expect a politician that doesn't even know my name to particularly care about me. But for parents to see their kids as a source of income or source of whatever thing, it conflicts me. Because one thing is for a family to support each other and what have you, and a whole different matter is for you to think of one of your relatives as the one that's supposed to solve your life, like it wasn't your responsibility. People working until dead, yeah, no, that one is terrible also. The moment human beings started becoming convinced that their value relies on their productivity almost only, that that made the working scheme of many people rather unhealthy. Because one thing is to want to be productive, to want to be constructive for your family, give them stability. So far, so good. But when it becomes forbidding yourself to rest almost, I think that's officially more than a moment to say this is not healthy anymore, to to say the least. Since it's late in the night, let's just stay by the farm and do some cleaning, some foraging, but to clean the landscape that's full. And I love that I am cutting trees next to Robin working and nothing happens to her. Fortunately, the game is not logic in that sense. Many Japanese elders see, let's see, low low natality or birth rates. Yeah, people do not want to have children as much anymore. Totally. Many elderly saw three kids that way. Ancient mentality and cultural confusion. Yeah, no, I get that. In the past, maybe it was even super normal for things to be like that, but I think that traditions are something positive to keep when they are constructive. But when you're actually preserving something that's negative, that's potentially even unhealthy, unfair, and what have you, just for the sake of tradition, it shouldn't stay like that. Basically, the movie shows us the reality that the majority of people avoid because it's bitter and it's uncomfortable to discuss. Even it's uncomfortable to say things like it's not okay for parents to dispose of their kids' life to support them indefinitely and what have you, because sometimes it gets misinterpreted like it meant don't care about your parents, leave them to their luck, and it's not that extreme either. But I personally would never think of Alex or Tyler, for the matter, as the ones that are responsible for my life, you know? I'll check the chat here in a minute. Both are on Switch too, building habitats for Pokemon. I love CA. I unfortunately don't have much info on right now. And Switch 2 only, not for normal Switch, because I don't have Switch 2 yet. My father never had parents, but my grandfather treated my mom that way. I'm sorry about both because none of those sceneries or growing up without parents or growing up with parents that treat you like that. I know that the second is not easy. I can imagine the first is not either. I hope they are doing okay nowadays, though. So some rinsing. Oh, we need to eat something like ASAP, just so the energy level. And honestly, we have enough energy to get back to the house, maybe even to put the things in the wooden basket, but after that, we need to go to bed. The chanterelle, but we'll leave the rest. Ray, yes, let's go to bed. My grandpa was born in a Germany devastated for the war, so he expected a lot from my mother. Yeah, no, and I get that that's almost humanly understandable to happen when you had it rough in life, to expect your children to have the strength that you needed in case something like that ever happens to them. The problem is that sometimes the way to try to make children strong is not always the best. He was born in 1940, yeah, no, precisely a year before. So Germany was reduced to scraps back then, and if I remember right, it was in 1941 or 1945, right, that the World War II began. So, and before the war began, as you said, Germany was in terrible conditions. All right, so we made some money from farming, foraging, and other, like the wood. We need to take Alex his diamond once at 9 o'clock gets here. Oh, you see? Our house is much, much bigger now, but like way bigger. We have a bedroom. It's not everything in the same place anymore. That's amazing. That's amazing. We have a room. So you know what? We are gonna take some of the art from the living room. Cause look, we have a bedroom and we have a kitchen. That's so cool. We even have a fridge. We can put food in here. That's amazing. Oh my God. I'm so excited. So you know what? Let's see. What do we put in the fridge? Grab eggs, milk, like the types of things that you would put in the fridge, like dishes and what have you, and go from there. Do we have any fishes? Yes, we do. Ah, and we have a mini fridge that we need to find a place for too. I grabbed a shirt accidentally that I did not intend to. Grab our veggies. The flowers are gonna stay here, but fruits, vegetables. This one is for the fall. And everything that's produce does go with us. This is for the spring. I'm so excited with the kitchen improvement in case anyone hadn't noticed. This is so cool. You need to put this iron ores in their place. We need to make more iron ores. Put in here because I want to keep also improving our tools and what have you. This there for now. I hate to accidentally grab paintings when I was trying to do something else. But let's see. Where do we put the mini fridge? Here maybe? How did you turn them around? Because I don't like how it looks facing that way. I think there was a command to turn them around. Was it with the like hitting them? Oh, no, hitting them with the axis to grab them. I'll leave it like this for now. But how did you, Cacao? How do you turn objects around in the house to face them a different side? I have my meal! Yay! Bon appetit for Cacao! Hopefully she enjoys her meal. So if the other fridge gets full, we have that one. But I think at this point, all our food is here, instead, except for those ones. So actually, you know what? This one is gonna be for vegetables, fruits, and those type of things, and drinks. And the other one is gonna be for meat, like fish and protein, cooked dishes, that type of thing. I need to put this shirt back. We need to take that jukebox. And I believe we also have a few plants to decorate, so that's really cool. The jukebox, I would say, makes more sense to have in the living room. But I'm gonna take the geode and put it as a bedroom decoration. So when I get the plush toy, the giant bear, actually, let's put it there next to the bed. And let's give the geode a bit more space. Let's put this plant here, a plant on each corner. And maybe do you guys like these plants here in the living room, or should we find them a different spot? I'm gonna take that painting actually because the paintings in the living room are looking very cluttered now that we have more space. We need to make more iron bars. I grab the stupid painting again. Let's try again. We need to grab the bowl to put it back on the table that I keep grabbing that thing accidentally all the time. Let's put that painting there. This painting I actually think would look better here. Next to the bed, but I'm going to give more space to the bed like that. So the painting shows a bit more because I feel it's very cornered. Actually, I'm gonna put the better provisionally there. That way we can give more space to things. I think the geode now looks better there. Doing some feng shui in the house. Let's see. The fridges have one use. All the food stored within gets used for recipes you cook. So I usually put things, most edible things in. Yes. But when it comes to fishes, legendary fishes should not be stored there since they'll get used for sashimi as well. Oh, so the idea is that when the food is stored in the fridge, you don't have to go get it to cook. You can go straight to cooking and it will get food for it automatically. So that's why you do not store legendary fish or maybe a particular item that you don't want to lose because it's going to get used for your recipe. Thank you, Cacao. House is looking great. Thank you, PC Jones. I'm very happy with the house improvement. I'm very excited. Since fish tanks were added, I store my legendaries there. That's very cool. And Cacao, how can I turn the fridge around? So instead of facing to the front, the mini fridge that's on the bottom, I want it facing to the right. Can I do that or you can? Let's see. 1939. Oh, World War II was in 1939. Then what happened in 1945? It finished. I had the dates all mixed up. My grandpa and my father had neither my grandpa nor my father had a great life. Sorry that they had it rough. My mother also had childhood also had love during my childhood, but she had expectations. My father was born in an orphan house. Basically, he had to work hard to get everything. I'm really sorry. Remember being sat in the camp at 3 a.m. asking myself what the meaning of life was. I think that's different for everybody, and that everybody should have the opportunity to look for the meaning of their own lives because it's not the same for every individual. And I can imagine that having it so rough in life, your parents had high expectations on you, but I hope that love is predominating more than demand for expectations. In 1945, Germany was cornered by the entire world. Yeah, no, the Triple Entente did do some nasty shit to Germany because, I mean, in war stories, it's very easy for people to prejudge and take sides, but the reality is that there were no good guys and bad guys. They were all human beings that honestly nobody deserves to die in the conditions that you can die in a war. During 50 years, unfortunately, we suffer discrimination. No, I know. Even nowadays, in the present, it's unbelievable, but people still have the most absurd and ignorant mentalities about ethnicities, countries of origins, and that's just unbelievable because somebody's value has nothing to do with the place they were born at. My parents have expectations, but they don't force me. That's good. Hard to your parents, and I'm glad that they are down to earth in that sense. If I remember correctly, the fridge is locked in that direction, sadly. Okay, thank you, Cacao. Was worth trying. Speaking of fish, lol, I just started playing Black Flag, resigned that the sharks in that pirate game are scary. Oh, cool. So it's a pirate game. I love pirates. What do you have to do? Okay, one more golden or iron bar, and we can upgrade either the hoe. The side I don't see really a reason to. This is gold already. So yeah, we could upgrade the hoe. We could upgrade. Oh, the water can is already steel. So actually, we should go more for the golden ones than than the iron ones. Let's put these paintings somewhere in here. I think I like it a bit more here than on top of the bed. I don't like how it looks placed there. I totally forgot about this wall basket. But what, we cannot place this indoors? This is for outdoors? It would be a good plant for the kitchen. But then it's for outdoors. Let's go there in that case. No, it says it's furniture. So what in the world? If it's furniture, why won't it let me place it? Oh, that's why. Okay, okay, that's more like it. But I do feel it's more of a kitchen plant than bedroom plant. It looks more centered and right. I don't know, that the placement is just more logical, like that. Because as much as I love plants, I don't know if I would love the idea of having one on top of my head when I'm sleeping and potentially have a bug seeing me or something. Actually focus more on producing golden bars than iron ones. And don't tell me that I grabbed the ball accidentally again. Jesus. Ball, you and I are gonna have a serious talk. You cannot keep trying to come with me all the time. Now let's get out, let's check on our animals. Say hi to all of them, to the two cows and to the four chickens. Ooh, we have a lot of eggs today. And we have our 8 pieces of hay for the cows too. Only one man was the reason for an entire nation to suffer, and that's when it becomes a problem, precisely. I mean, I would never question that what that man did was despicable, to say the least. But to paint an entire nation with the same brush, like people deserve to be treated poorly just because they come from the nation that man was from, that's just messed up, would be an understatement. Sorry, Ray, that I almost forgot your water bowl, but now you have foodies or water. Quoting Mr. Midnight, oh, the plants need a drinky drink. And then we need to go see Alex to give him the diamond. Hey, we have tomatoes. I think I should get a couple more tomato plants too. We need to water the star fruit combuskin. Let me pass. So let's go see Alex. The majority of people my age think only about partying and those things. I'm not showing off, but I tend to think deeply about life and what really is going on, and that's very good. Madman, I don't remember how old you are, but I can tell you that people that are shallow, that they focus only on frivolities like parties and those things, and nothing else, can stay like that until adulthood. You know, I know people in their 30s, in their 50s, more than that age that are like that. So it's good that you have fun and everything, but you also think of things that matter more. Just from an overthinker to another piece of advice, don't forget that having fun is important too. Don't stop reflecting, don't stop thinking, but have fun here and there, whether it's with parties, with another type of hobby, but you deserve to have a good time in life too. Let's see the other chat that I neglected a little bit, sorry. Oh, that's for the wall. Yeah. And I'm like, why the hell don't you let me burn it? And oh, because it's for the wall. I'm not a big plant person, even in farming games. I wasn't until Mr. Midnight took me to the green side. I discovered thanks to him that I did have a green thumb after all. I just needed to learn the basics because I didn't know well how to take care of them. While I do raise them, I do not get as attached to them as compared to the animals that I do identify with. Although I do get attached to plants too. When we had to throw away watermelons that got infected with fungus, I did not cry, but did get sentimental about it because it feels like throwing away a living being in the end. It is, you know. I'm the polar opposite. I love growing plants in survival games more than animals, PC Johns. And in this type of survival games, fighting is my favorite with the monsters in the game, in the mine. But I still like farming, animals, plants, like a little of everything. Well, in games, I'm also so on board for opening up a farm and a whole ass homestead, but I don't get as attached to them as I would to animals in the very same game. True. True. I think that I enjoy the mining and fighting part of things very much, but I also identify with the attachment to animals above everything else. Sadly, we cannot go upgrade tools anymore because it's past 4, but let's talk to people here and there. Evelyn says that George is always a little less grumpy in the summer. The warm weather softens his bones. I can understand him. I don't do so well in cold. Might not be able to tell, but I can. I know him for 60 years, totally. Hey, so I picked up egg at the store last night. My mom wanted something good for dinner. Sebastian is my half brother, if you didn't know already. We look totally different and are totally different personality wise. And I like both of them, but they are. Oh, it's Mrs. Midnight, says Pam. Do you need my help or something? No, grumpy ass. See if Alex is at home so I can give him his diamond. George says, looks like another gloomy day. What are you talking about? It's sunny. Fallout and Subnautica, I love growing plants and harvesting them from profit or earning. Don't think I played either of them, but I think I have heard about Subnautica. Alex says, if my hair wasn't so popular with the ladies, I swear I'd shave it off in a second. I mean, why don't you shorten it at least a little bit, or I don't know. I mean, I like Alex, but sometimes he gives me Johnny Bravo vibes. Life can be tough. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's tough to decide whether to shave your hair or not. Let's give him his diamond. Hello, Mrs. Midnight. So you saw the ad I posted. I really appreciate it. Here's your payment as promised. Yay! Oh, good. We have enough to upgrade the backpack. That's actually great. And we have a ticket. So we need to take this to Mayor Lewis's house. Yes, I do that too in different games. I don't have either Fallout nor Subnautica, sadly. Yeah, no, neither do I. Oh, you guys are really missing out. And how much does Subnautica cost? Is it on Steam? Head to the Mayor's house for a quick minute. What is that that we earned? Think it was a piece of furniture? Sports cap. Ah, let's see. Nah, I don't like how it looks. If I'm gonna hide my hair under a hat, it better be a pretty one. How did I become mayor in the first place? It's a long story. We are both too busy for stories right now. We are both too busy for stories, or it was too corrupted for you to wanna tell me? Because I used to like the character of Major Lewis until some of my midnighters told me that he's corrupt. My nephew Shane has been staying at my place for the last few months. He helps me out with the chickens, so I'm not complaining. But I can imagine, as her aunt, must be hard for her to see him depressed. Oh, cutscene! Let's read messages before checking the cutscene out. But currently I'm busy with Paul World and my night classes. What was Paul World? Cacao, what was that game about? Subnautica is on Steam. Yes. Yes, it is, but it is scary. Oh, is it like Pumpkin Panic? I like Pumpkin Panic, but haven't streamed it in a while. Let's see what Ghost says. Well, folks, once again, we are gathered for a very special occasion. Oh, the giant omelette! A rare visit from a very dear friend. My world famous giant omelette. Zesty bell pepper, juicy tomato, rich mushroom, and tangy cheese. All enrobed in a blanket of rich, fluffy egg. Dig in, folks. It does look tasty, and to share it with everyone seems delicious, honestly. Willie, what do you think? Hmm, the mushrooms are a tad chewier than last year. Is that a good thing? No, like the vegetables are bad. I lied. Oh! Oh no, it was good. It's great, Gus. And it tastes even better because it's on the house. The spam that she doesn't like to pay her bills. I don't dislike that character, but she does conflict me. Robin says, these eggs are so rich and yellow. Marnie, are these from your place? No. Nope. You can talk, Mrs. Midnight, over at Nope. You can thank Mrs. Midnight over at Fredericktown Farm. Thank you. Oh, and everybody gave me a heart. I love this game. Fredericktown eggs. Yes. And Luis is because his mouth is full. That was very sweet. Need a hot milk? Let's go see what's going on. Hey, Gus, give me another round, says Pam. And she's hiccuping. Hey, you really pulled through with those eggs. The omelette turned out great. Thanks to you. Uh, Hi, please relax and enjoy yourself. And not a problem, I was happy to help. I feel bad for Linus. People judge him, but he's just living a different lifestyle. I hate how people are with Linus in this game too. I wish everyone could learn to be accepting of others. Yeah, I like Emily for that. I mean, first I was not directly attracted to her. She's not ugly or anything. I just saw her more as a friend. But I think she has a beautiful heart. Shane what do you want from me? Money? I give you a pot of gold to leave me alone. All right, let's get him his beer so he acts like a human being, at least for a second. Apparently, it's the only way to approach him. Oh wow, Mrs. Midnight, how do you know this is my favorite? That Shane also, I no longer dislike him because I understand what it is to struggle with depression and for people to expect you to be a social butterfly when you feel your worst, but I do find him excessively hostile sometimes, and also I just can't stand people that are rude to you and mean and stay away from me almost unless you have their drug, their alcohol, their addiction, whatever it is, then they treat you right. I just can't wrap my head around that. If you cannot be kind to me until I give you a cigarette or a beer or whatever, do you even like me? Are you even my friend? Or am I just your involuntary dealer? Midnighters from the vertical stream. I'm going to disconnect because I have 1%. If you want to keep chatting, join me in the horizontal streaming, the same channel, Mrs. Midnight, the one that says playing Stardew Valley. I need to close this one because the phone's going to die. Sorry about that, Midnighters from the horizontal streaming. I had to disconnect the cell phone because I have 1% and the streaming was going to die on me without even saying goodbye to everyone there. Cheers for the disaster averted. Mm. And we are going to continue for a little more, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, on this vertical streaming, like the rest of this day and maybe another one or two, depending. Because I do want to go check on Mr. Midnight soon in case anything's going on in the store and he needs help. If you want me to upgrade your tools, you'll have to give me the correct order. And you'll have to pay me a fee, of course. Well, yeah, that's understandable. But question, what does Clint from the blacksmith, what does Clint like for presents? Because since I've screwed up a couple of his quests, I want to try to recover some friendship points. Shane is the kind of depressed guy that is mean to you and mean to himself. Yeah, I imagine that if he treats people like that, he must be twice as bad to himself. Total. Oh, that reaction is also if you give him some other love gift, which beer is well a part of. Yeah, the beer is the one that I have more present. But what else does he like? Hi, Batman. Welcome to the horizontal streaming. I was depressed for nearly 2 years straight. Wasn't a good person, but I tried being a respectable person. Just had a lot of negative influences around me. I get it. I would I could tell you that I have been in that state the majority of my life. It started changing recently, but I still struggle with it. And yeah, when you feel your worst, sometimes you do need a day of, hey, please, everybody leave me alone. I need the time. But in that case, first of all, it's important to ask for it. And also not ask it in a mean way, you know? You don't need to tell people, get the hell out of my face. You can say, hey, I'm having a horrible day today. I need some solitude time. You know, there are ways. But yeah, I think I view life pretty deeply. My bad if I annoyed you. No, no. Why do you think you annoyed me? All the opposite, Batman. I think you are very right on reflecting more about life than just partying all the time. I never fitted with anyone. I'm the same as my parents. I get it. I had the feeling of not fitting anywhere either for years of my life. And it started changing when I met my friends from the voicing over school and or dubbing school, depending on how you know it, and Mr. Midnight. You know, people that they have introduced me to have changed that a lot for me for good, for the good in that sense, but it took a while to say the least. And I know, oh no, 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 how challenging it can be to feel that you're socially awkward. So I hug you and I hope it gets better for you soon because sometimes, most likely, it's not even that you are actually socially awkward. Sometimes it's more that you have not met people that you have an affinity with, you know, to build a deeper type of relationship. And I think that's valid too. Let's face it, nobody is compatible with everybody. That just doesn't exist. Put the cap in here since we are not really gonna wear it. It's not my style. Let's make a couple golden ores since we are here. There's Ray sleeping on the bed. See, I view drinking and partying as dystopian. You simply do not identify with ever, not even for celebrating. I gotta go, Mrs. Midnight, taking my son to the park so he can play with kids his own age. See you in the next stream. See you in the next stream, PC Jones. Hugs to you and your son, and you. I hope you have fun. I feel peace in nature. I do too. Laying on the grass or watching animals, even taking care of plants is certainly relaxing. But in a club atmosphere, it's so depressing, almost like it's artificial. People just dancing, doing drugs, and dancing like robots or something. I mean, I do like dancing, and when it's a celebration of something joyful and what have you, I enjoy maybe a drink or two. But I get the other part too, you know, that when whether it's a drug, alcohol, cigarettes, dancing, partying, whatever, when it becomes more automatized and actually something you enjoy and that's meaningful for you, yeah, it kind of does feel dystopian. I mean, I dislike drinking and partying as well, but dystopian is a new view on it. Could you please elaborate on that? I'm curious on what exactly entails a dystopian view or something. By the name, what is your name, Mrs.? Oh, in real life, my name is Gladys. I call myself Mrs. Midnight here because of Mr. Midnight, the cat from Franbo. Yeah, dancing isn't bad, but dancing like robots is pretty dystopian. And I think Cacao was asking you if you could elaborate more on what you find dystopian about it. But yeah, if I'm understanding right, like it almost feels illogical for reality nowadays. To some foraging for the remainder of the night, because at this point I think it's a little bit late to be thinking of going to the mine, or we have to go to the place next to the mine though tomorrow too, because we have an achievement from slaying bats, I think, or another type of monster. My name's Levi. Nice to meet you, Levi. And that's a pretty cool name. I don't know if you like anime, but it's the name of my favorite character from Shingeki no Kyojin. Levi Nierman. I hope I pronounced it right, Nierman, because I imagine it's a German last name and my pronunciation sometimes is a little off. My energy is lowering. Right, I think it's enough foraging for today because otherwise we are going to faint on the spot. We don't have food with us at the moment. AME, Ame, what do you mean? I'm Batman. Check our relationship with the animals. Race hearts are full, and we already petted them all. That's very good. And Combosken is about to love us fully, but the rest of the hens still have a long way to go, and the cows are almost halfway through. I'm sleepy. Okay, let's make ourselves a sashimi because I think if we go to bed with the energy this low, we might regret it. Like we might wake up with the energy low. So we're gonna eat the sashimi and then to bed because we could stay up for another 2 hours, but I'd rather not chance it. And yes, I love Attack on Titan too. Oh, name. Levi is an old noble German name. Oh, so it's a noble German name. It is a beautiful name. I like Levi very much. And if you like Attack on Titan, cool, very good anime. Do you like the character Levi? I like him very much. I view partying as dystopian because it has depressing atmosphere. People doing drugs, doing the same moves as others, as many more stuff. And that too, the proportion between people that dance because they like it, whether they do it good or bad, that doesn't matter. But long as you have fun, all good. But the proportion between people that do it out of genuinely enjoying versus people that do it just out of copying the rest, I cannot deny it. There is a lot to it. Ooh, yeah, it's raining. That means we don't need to water plants, and that raised dish or bowl is going to get refilled automatically. So yay! You know what? We should check how we are doing on fruits here. Because yeah, I imagine so that we were gonna be full because I haven't checked it in a few days. So let's take all this fruit to the fridges. Ooh, cherries! I love cherries in real life. You know the boxes of cherries they sell at supermarkets? I can finish an entire one in one sitting. Not kidding. I think that three by raised dish is fine. It looks good. Oh, and oh, I'm so stupid. I accidentally caught a tree that I shouldn't have caught. That sucks. I don't want to throw it away. So let's put these things in the wooden box so we can replant our tree. And damn it, I feel so silly. Oh, no, I feel sillier now. Need to grab a different item because problem is that I have the axe. Oh, and the inventory is full, so we cannot pick anything either way. Attack on Titan was influenced by German culture, yes. Yes, you can tell, even in the type of army. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense, especially the drugs part. Yeah. Especially when it's hard drugs and doing like getting high on anything, even if you don't know what it is, but just for the hell of it and what have you. It does pain me to see people getting to that extent. A town in Nordlingen, Germany, inspired the wall cities in Attack on Titan. Really? Basically, the place we view as ideal is a dystopia. True. Yeah. And sometimes the things that are seen as the best or the ideal are far from it. Mrs. Smith and again uprooting the peach tree. I know, I feel horrible. Social media portrays society as ideal society, and in reality, it's far from there. I think the more perfect something seems in social media, the more fishy it starts feeling for me. But you know what? I'm gonna keep the golden stars one to see if we can pursue Pierre's quest to get him 12 vegetables, or can it be fruits too, or can they only be vegetables? I have doubt with that. But yeah, at any rate, it is painful to think how much society lives off appearances nowadays. Ah, itchy nose. Give me 2 seconds to grab. Oh, never mind. I think we need to put the golden stars items in here. And we need to replant those sunflower seeds. But I'm actually gonna return this. It's just occupying space. Okay, replant it to go sell these. Actually want to keep some tomatoes for cooking. I will check the chart here in a minute, midnighters. Just let me put these tomatoes in here. In reality, a dystopia is an imaginary place or society where life is extremely unpleasant, oppressive, or dehumanized. Dystopias are typically characterized by totalitarian control, environmental disaster, extreme poverty, or the heavy suppression of a personal freedom and individuality. So in that case, Attack on Titan qualifies. I'm not sure Death Note would, maybe not so much, but um, I thought of another anime. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist, I think would count as well. Countries like America, Japan, Korea, and China are great examples. Korea, particularly North Korea, reminds me of my mental headspace. I was thinking that too, like any similarity to real life, even individually, not necessarily socially only. It's just pure coincidence. Obviously not. So, first order of the day, replant this goddamn tree, but maybe a little further away from the orange one. I don't want it to be impaired from growing, and I hope I didn't plant it too close to a building. I think I'm gonna try again, but here. Hope next time I remember to not cut it. The orange one either. But these ones do need to go. This one stays, but these ones go. I like a bit of nature next to my home, but I don't want that jungle anymore. And how long do the star fruit takes to grow, by the way, that we need to take one to can? Spice berry, great. Yay! See what else we encounter. Imagine Linus must be insistent because it's raining, but he was actually my first friend of the game. I find him like a very sweet character. I dislike a lot how people are with him in the game because it's not that they insult him or humiliate him per se, but they treat him like an outcast. And I know by experience because that was how high school was for me. The social isolation can be just as detrimental for a person's mental health as aggressions. Pretty similar, I'd say, no, very much so. Nowadays, society is questionable to say the least in the type of things it has learned to normalize. Like hostility, aggressions between people, division in social media, in real life. I get that nobody is gonna share everybody else's political views, and so far so good. Nobody is forced to, but the moment that people start taking the stance that because I disagree with your political views, I'm entitled to disrespect you, to disrespect your family, to, on the worst case scenarios, be even violent to you verbally or, God forbid, physically. Sometimes it does get me questioning what has happened to humanity, if there was ever any hope for it. Because at the moment we don't have active quests that we have to finish urgently. I'm just taking it easy in this day of the game, which is sometimes nice to have here and there. But if you guys would like me to, I don't know, fish or do something different in the game, by all means, let me know and we can change the activity. But yes, we have an emerald. That made me extremely happy because I think we have not taken that to Gunter. So if anybody sees my energy bar getting too low, remind me to get my ass out of the mine before it's too late and we lose our emerald. Because I think I have found emeralds in the caves and then lost them more than thrice at this point. Think there's a charm. See here. But yeah, the United States and China are the best representation of dystopias. Starfruit takes, I think, 13 days to grow unless you reduce that with fertilizer. Oh, speed grow and deluxe speed grow, or the farming level 10 passive agriculturism. But I think as a farmer, I chose the career with animals more than with vegetables, so I will need the deluxe speed grow or the speed grow. I will see if I have some at home. If not, I'll buy. Why don't you get your boat out of the mines now? I mean, your inventory is full. Yeah, let me see what level I need. Let me advance to level 105. So we unlock a next one, but Cacao does have a point. I mean, if need be, I can toss the acorn or things like that. But it's just that I want to complete the quest to reach the bottom. I don't know how many levels that means, but I want to complete it. So I want to at least unlock a checkpoint. And if we find gold or copper or those things, I do want to grab them because that's always good to have. Speed grow is easy to get. Oh, also you can place chests in the entrance to the mines. Really? I went a little too deep. The mines have 120 levels. Nice. So it was in the hundreds. We are not that far. How much is that thing worth? I'm sure it's worth a few worth more than the acorn. So yeah, I mean we are not gonna eat it because it's poisonous, but we can sell it. I keep going. I can fill an entire book. What does NTGL mean? I'm Batman. Not gonna not to go long, or what does that mean? Any rate, let me get to level 105. If there's anything interesting here. Why not write about modern dystopias as a whole? That sounds like an interesting topic for a book. But at this point, Batman likes it. Great idea. I agree. But at this point, I think we are gonna leave the mine because Kakao is right that the inventory is full. We need to empty it. And I wanna go see the dwarf, so you can see that I unlocked him. At this moment, he doesn't understand us yet, but let's see if he enjoys a quartz. I think he did. Let's see our relationship with him. I hope I didn't give him something that he actually hates. Well, we don't have hearts yet, so maybe he didn't like it so much. NGL means not gonna lie. Maybe he meant that. I mean, the NT could be for not gonna lie, right? Thank you, Kakao. You are right. Modern dystopias, I think books like that exist. Yeah, no, surely they do. Don't let that stop you. No, because actually, for it to exist, sometimes it's good. As a YouTuber, for example, it's a common misconception that you shouldn't make content about subjects that many people are already talking about. But nowadays, it's impossible almost to make content if you don't talk about something that somebody else has already said. And it's actually good that somebody else has already done it because it means that there's demand, that there are people that create that content and people that consume it. And it can help you even study the market. So, yeah, Kakao is right. Don't let that stop you. Linus says, summer. The warm sun hits the cans for me. That at night I've got warm meal to look forward to. Nice. Reminds me of Malcolm X. Malcolm X. You mean Malcolm in the Middle? It's just that in Spanish it's Malcolm el de en medio. But the one with Frankie Muniz or Muniz, if so, I like that TV show. So let's sell what we can. And I remember now that we need back into the mines for a second for our reward that's waiting for us. But just in case I stay mining, I'm gonna grab the chanterelle. Grab these golden ores or golden bars and leave a couple more golden bars making. Oh, that was a problem. Put this back. And let's go see Clint, I think is his name, from next to the mine. The dwarf will understand you once you donated all 4 dwarf scrolls to the museum and got the reward from Gunther. Thank you. I have one more to go. I need to find the yellow one. That's the 4th one. And then I will have donated the 4th. The 4th. I thought you had to give them to him. I mean, I have donated the first 3 to Gunther before even giving them to the dwarf. But I then started giving them to him because I thought it was like that. I must have misread when I checked the wiki. Fortunately, I have my friends Kakao and Bara to correct me when I'm doing stupidities in the game. Oh, and you know what? Never mind. Besides the fact that there's an enemy, I wanna go to Clint before I forget. Gil, wake up! We have a visitor. Ah, let's see what he has to sell just for greens and giggles. I like the pirate sword. I hate that it's less level than the one I have. The jetty tooth that I have at the moment is level 7. Increases knockback by 10%. Hmm. You feel a little safer wearing this. So amethyst increases knockback. Topaz increases defense. Aquamarine increases critical strike. Jade increases critical strike power. Emerald increases weapon speed. And Ruby increases attack. You know what? Screw it. Let's get the Ruby one. Increase our attack. But let's also increase our defense. So let's equip them. Let's see here. Let's exchange them and see how these ones work for us. The obsidian edge is the best choice you can make for a weapon until you have the galaxy sword. I had the galaxy sword, but it was level 6. I actually changed it for the Jetitude. That's the level 7. Should I change for the obsidian edge? That's level 6. I mean, I can't afford it right now, but I'll consider it if need be. Let's talk to Gil. Ah, vampire ring and a little health every time you slay a monster. Yes, I want it. The red eyes are glowing mysteriously. Ah, let me see that. Nice! I have a skeleton mask. I mean, I won't leave it on forever because I like my avatar, but it's cool. So, okay, let's try it like this. I can always exchange them if need be. Let's put this one here, and apparently I undressed myself accidentally. All right. The level is not important here. But then why do they put a level in the weapons if it doesn't matter? Also, given you already have the Galaxy Sword, take that one. It's in my house, but I mean, I thought the upgrading level was good, or I mean, if not important per se, at least positive. Also, compare the DMD speed numbers, not only the level. And what the alien sword or the space sword is faster. I guess I'll stick around in the mines for this day at this point because it's past 9 p.m. And I think this would be the last day we play Midnighters and call it a day for now because it's past 3 p.m. in real life here, or well, it's 3 o'clock at this moment. And I need to try and get some painting done at least in the story because the mural of the yellow submarine is coming along. It's almost ready. The yellow submarine is almost ready. Then I have to start working on the Nowhere Man, and I have been trying to keep painting at a steady pace. I don't know. Ask Concern Ape why he put a level on the weapons. That's the developer. Well, comparing the numbers gives a better picture of how the weapon will perform. I mean, so far I like this sword. I wouldn't say it performs bad, but I mean, it's always good to know if you can have a better one. Let's get Chanterelle before we get killed. Those dark guys are funny looking. Ooh, bad. Getting tired. All right. All right. We are very far away from a checkpoint, so let's get out instead of the grass because sometimes there are hidden seats on it, but was not the case this time around. So let's get out. Have you heard about Malcolm X? I was asking you, is it the one with Frankie Muniz and Bryan Cranston, or is it a different Malcolm? There are also many players who opt for a hammer or even two weapons, sword and hammer. But I mean, the only problem is that you can only hold one item at once. At one point, I was carrying sword and dagger, but I let go of the dagger because I was not using it and it was just occupying me space. Would you recommend to combine weapons? But how do you alternate between them, being able to hold only one at once? You like books? I recommend Kafka's book Metamorphosis. I read it. I had it as a homework in school, and it's not a bad book, but I don't know if I would necessarily read it again. Think in my case, it's hard for me to reread a book unless I really, really dug it. And although I did not super hate the Metamorphosis, I did not like it as much. Yeah, they switch between the weapons. Okay, so they switch items. And for example, between sword, dagger, and hammer, what's the difference and what would you recommend best, Cacao? I so far have found the swords as more balanced, maybe, but it's always good to hear other points of view. The monster items in here. Oh, and the foraging items in here. Grab some golden bars. And what the? So, for now, Midnighters, I think we are going to call it a day. Mrs. Midnight hopes that you have fun. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, to subscribe to the channel, and to click on the bell so YouTube tells you when I upload the next video reaction, the other videos of the channel, and the next stream next Sunday at 12:30 p.m. For now, I wish you a great rest of your weekend. Hope you had fun, and I will be seeing you next week. Oh, well, let's read Cacao quickly. The sword can block a special. The sword can block as a special attack and is the balance option between the two. The dagger is fast, but has a bit of lower DMT output. Okay? The special attack is a flurry of strikes. Like the one this monster makes a circle of attacks that can attack you from different angles, or what did you mean? Franz Kafka was a philosopher. Yes, I'm aware that the author of the Metamorphosis was. Guys, I do have to leave now. Mrs. Midnight loves you. Hope to see you next time. And I appreciated the conversation and the tips on the game. Thank you all and have a great rest of your week.